Hey Ace, what are you looking at? A planet. I don't know why I decided to open with a pun, but apparently I did. But fair, I mean, planets are big balls, and balls are what these comics are about. So it does seem like a perfect one to open on. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the absolutely adorable and sometimes kind of unhinged ball comics again. I never know how to pronounce this subreddit, but that's what we're doing. But either way, you know the deal. Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. Grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll continue. Are you hydrated? Good. Let's go. So, since you're asexual, that means you still feel romantic attraction, right? Well, now that I think about it, I still want to be close to someone and cuddle with this person and say my feelings, but I feel like I want it to be someone I will have truly close bonds with, not just a friend or a close one. Wait, whoa. I don't know, it kind of seemed like a realization of, oh, I do have romantic attraction. Not a realization of, oh, it's not romantic for me. Because honestly, the wanting to be close to someone and like wanting to have a person you feel really comfortable with and you can like always go to really, it's a kind of human thing, but most people associate that with romantic interest. But it really doesn't have to be. Because if you've seen the way some straight people run their relationships, you know that these people, especially the women, are closer to their girlfriends, kind of, and trust them way more than they do their own partner. So, I think you maybe have a point with realizing your error is a trans egg, still presenting as a lesbian. How do I look? Well, I'd kiss you. Do it then? You heard her. But if you say it, you have to do it. The most innocent peck. Have you ever kissed a girl? Well, yes, but actually no. Kind of, but also really no. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Because the ever-growing struggle of bi people just having it a lot easier finding like a straight relationship partner or person to hook up with than one of the same gender. You know, but yes, but also no. I love that you drew the trans egg as an actual egg, not a ball, to make sure we knew it's an egg. That was kind of smart. Me, watching a video that mentions femboys. Femboy? What is that? Okay, before I go to bed, I need to find out what a femboy is. Femboy, a guy who dresses in feminine clothes. Winking. Why am I feeling attraction to boys? Why am I feeling attraction to why? Oh my god. To be fair, I think femboys and like really masked presenting women have been the cause of a lot of sexual confusion, and I'm really here for it. For the people who kind of went, oh yeah, no, I'm straight. But then they're suddenly attracted to these kind of people who present a certain way. They're just like, wait, I'm a woman. That is a woman. But I am very attracted to her. Is it just because she looks sort of like a man? Or is there more going on? Same with femboys for straight men. And some straight men will be really insecure and try to deny they've ever felt any kind of attraction. Okay class, today we're learning about the binary. Yay, woo, nice! Oh no, binary, my only weakness. I would like to see a class of, like, especially if you're teaching like middle school or high school or something, to be this excited about anything you're gonna teach. I have not seen that happen in real life, because yes, you will always have like one or two of these people that are really genuinely excited, the rest are just burned out or just bored or being teenagers. So I'm impressed, first of all, and second of all, it is true. It is our only weakness. That's how you defeat a non-binary person. You throw the binary at them. You know, just a random bunch of O's and ones. That's what you do. Hey, psst. Do you have it? Yeah, follow me. Opening the gate. Whoa. That is the biggest garlic bread I've ever seen. My first thought was baked potato. I don't know why. My brain just went baked potato. I really don't know, because garlic bread is the classic ace food, really, but either way, if that is a baked potato, that would also be cool, because you can also put garlic butter on your baked potatoes. So, you know, do we want to reconsider adding that as well? I don't know. Either way, make sure you don't eat too much of it. Like, save some for tomorrow, otherwise you're gonna feel sick, and you might not want to eat garlic bread again if you make yourself sick with it. You know, so please don't. That would be really sad if you can never eat garlic bread again. So, there's no such thing as non-binary, it's just basic biology. Yeah, I've heard of advanced biology. Gender is not the same as sex. Biological sex refers to the anatomical and physiological phenotype of an individual. Gender is a category assigned by the individual or others based on behavior and cultural practices. One's gender need not coincide with biological sex. You must have failed your biology class so miserably. No, it's all woke propaganda! Because basic biology of, hey, yeah, a species usually has males and females unless you're mushrooms, in which case 17,000? How many genders? Or sexes, actually? A lot. But as soon as someone pulls out a different biology book that's like, hey, yeah, there are already more than 2 sexes in humans because intersex people exist and can look a lot of different ways and like have a lot of different like combinations of their sex characteristics or their genes and stuff. You know, and apart from that, we're biology, we don't have anything to do with gender. That's more of a, like, social thing, you know? That's what the anthropologists are for, that's their department, that's not really our business, you know? But no, that's all woke propaganda, and we've all fallen prey to it or something, I guess. An airways person, talking to an ally. Airways, I wonder what that means. No biggie, I'll just quickly look it up. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, that actually sounds a lot like me. Am I? I'm really missing like a tiny little crack in the balls, because you know how when they have a realization in these BabyQueers comics, they're usually like starting to crack? Yeah. I'm kind of missing that one, because you're definitely kind of cracking, because guess what, most people, or like people who aren't airways, they definitely know they're not airways. They'll just look at this and be like, huh, that's cool, I didn't know that was a thing. That's interesting, because it's just so far from my own experience that I can't relate, but okay, cool, that's a thing that exists. But you're relating a little bit too much right now for it to not have any kind of accuracy to you. You know? Because the thing that throws a lot of people, I think, that actually threw me for a long time too, is the kind of gray side of it. Because it's not just black or white, it's not you either have sexual attraction or you don't. Because some people have so little of it that it kind of makes no impact to their life. Or literally no attraction of that kind of at all. You know? And if you have like no kind of attraction, it might be easier to figure out than if you have it sometimes, because then, trust me, it gets confusing. A transphobe, talking to a trans woman. You're just a man with makeup. Oh, whatever, I don't even want to argue with you. Later, during a body checkup. So, how's the result? Everything is looking normal, blood pressure, weight, but we've discovered that you have XX male syndrome, which means you have XX chromosomes but have male characteristics. Don't worry, we'll provide some hormonal therapy and... No! I'm not a woman, I'm a man! Lies! Lies! Yeah, you're still a man, having XX chromosomes doesn't mean you're less of a man. Okay, now's the perfect time for you to reconsider your transphobic position. And recognize that, hey, maybe biological sex and gender don't have to align. For a lot of people, they do. Like, a lot of people are legitimately just cis, like, right? They're just assigned male at birth or female at birth, and they're just like, yeah, that checks, that's okay, that's cool, we're vibing with this. But just downright ignoring that for actually a lot of people, because sure, it's maybe like how many people of trans of the overall population, even if it's just like 1%, that is 1 in 100 people, which kind of seems a lot right now. Is that actually 1% of the population? I really don't know. But even if it is that, even if it's lower than that, even if it's like 0.1, that's 1 in 1,000 people. That adds up to a lot of people. And to just downright go, no, y'all are just sick in the head, you're all delusional, is already ridiculous. Because just because something isn't within your own experience doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But now it is within your experience. Because you're intersex. You didn't know you were, and you still identify as a man, obviously. And there's not an issue with that. Just don't be a dickhead to other people. Like, if you want to be weird about your own gender and be like, no, but I'm a man, I cannot use anything pink, that's cool. Listen, I don't even care. Be weird about your own gender all you like, but don't be weird about other people's gender. And especially don't be rude about other people's genders. Hey, Happy New Year! Another rotation around the sun, big deal. Happy New Year! The calendar changed numbers, how exciting. Why do you hate New Year's? It's just an unnecessary holiday. No, really, why? I don't want it to be a new year. I don't want to say goodbye to the past, but that's how we get to experience the future. Personally, I'm really looking forward to it. Wait, why do our future selves have different genders? Happy late New Year. Actually, really late Happy New Year by now. But listen, sometimes queer people just know. And generally, for anyone, yes, kind of letting go of the past and moving on to something else, which might be very uncertain. Like, especially if you're like graduating something. If you're graduating school or university. The jump to the next chapter in your life seems kind of far. And it is actually gonna be a big difference, I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, just taking it one day at the time really works. Because just worrying about all the things that could possibly happen isn't really productive, because A, it's just gonna make you feel worse in the moment, and you're not actually gonna be more prepared. I know it's like easier said than done, just don't worry. You know, I'm not doing that, but still, kind of trying to be conscious of it when you're starting to spiral and kind of trying to steer it in a better direction, you know. And second of all, yes, queer people kind of just sometimes know. That's kind of the way my queerdom works in general. Like, I know something is going on, I can't necessarily pinpoint it. I don't necessarily have the ability to look at other people and go, okay, that's a lesbian, you're a bisexual, you're a gay man, you're definitely a trans man. Sometimes it really works, but other times I'm just, again, you're some flavor of queer. You definitely are, like, especially with women, I sometimes look at them just like, no, there's no way you're only attracted to men. There's just no way. Are you even attracted to men? I don't know, but sometimes we just know. Two balls, probably talking about quantum physics or something, I don't know. Wow, that girl next to Gay looks so pretty. I wonder if she loves me as well. Wow, he looks interesting. I wonder what his opinion on garlic bread is. Maybe he's also obsessed with useless Roman history facts. I could go for some cake right about now. Yeah, go ask him out on a cafe date. Eat some cake together, have some coffee or tea, whatever you prefer. Drink hot chocolate, I don't really care. And take it from there, I guess. But yeah, a lot of ace people can probably relate to this one, of thinking that's a crush, of just kind of, I mean, you can still, wait, what's the purely romantic version of a crush? Is it also just a crush? Either way, you can still have romantic crushes, and that's probably also where it gets confusing, because then you're like, okay, but people who love each other do that kind of thing, but I don't want to, but it's normal, so I should. Like, a lot of people kind of start having thoughts in that direction. But before you do anything, or even consider doing anything, do find out what his opinion on garlic bread is. I'm asexual and I haven't tried garlic bread. I should try it to see if the stereotypes are true. Munch, munch, munch. Emptying all the garlic bread. Oh my god, is this what people meant when they said spiritual enlightenment? It depends on how much garlic bread you eat, really. Because personally for me, I didn't. I probably actually, because in Germany, the kind of like baguette with like, not garlic butter, but like with other like herbs and stuff in the butter is way more common than actual garlic bread. So I think I may have already known I'm ace when I ate garlic bread for the first time. But I didn't eat this much of it, so I didn't have that spiritual enlightenment. But there you go. Maybe that's what they mean. I really can't tell you. Whoa. Oh my god, it's really cold outside. Huh. My phone's ringing. Hello? Help, I can't move. Does this also count as a pun? Probably. But the whole gender fluid freezing solid or just downright evaporating in summer, because please look forward to those memes. There will be memes of gender fluid just evaporating and suddenly being gone in the middle of a comic. Listen, protect your gender fluid friends. Maybe stay inside, you know, stay warm, please. Actually, also stay warm if you're not gender fluid, because you're still gonna get cold even if you're not gonna freeze to death. A person reading newspaper, peering out from behind the newspaper, seeing a happy gay person and a trans person. Okay, back to reading the newspaper. Good for them. And good for you for realizing something about yourself. Because I know the homophobic people are gonna be like, well, this is why it indoctrinates the children. Because you just see it and then you're suddenly gay. Because that's really not how this works. If you're straight and you look at gay people, you're not suddenly gonna become gay. You're just gonna be like, huh, they're gay. Okay, good for them. Literally does not impact my life at all. But you're not suddenly gonna become gay. But having queer representation when you're queer might A, help you realize you're queer sooner, and B, might help you feel a whole lot more comfortable with the fact that you're queer. Because if no one ever talks about something, and then you're that thing, like honestly, it doesn't even have to be being queer. Take being left-handed. So many countries, actually probably a lot of countries, most countries, kind of had historically kind of a thing against being left-handedness. That doesn't mean people weren't left-handed, that just means they had like the hell beaten out of them. Until they used their right hand, because they learned that they were gonna be hurt if they used their left hand. That's not really how this works. Like, you can't actually change someone. These people would still have been left-handed, and people would still be queer if you don't hate crime them for it. Oh man, my mug broke. Wait, hamster ball? My gender has been contained. And honestly, a hamster ball seems a hell of a lot more practical than a mug or like a glass. Because if you have a ball, it's so much easier to move around it, you know? So, all the gender fluid people, maybe go find a hamster ball big enough. Thinking about the conversation they had with that transphobic mother, maybe my mother was right about me not being a femboy. Maybe I just want to be one because I need a label like everyone else. The following night. Oh my god, I love wearing these clothes, they make me feel so happy and cute. Listen, whether or not you identify as a femboy, you're allowed to enjoy wearing clothes that make you feel happy and cute. That being said, there's still absolutely nothing wrong with being a femboy, even though you're, sorry, but asshole of a mother likes to think it is. You know, because this kind of goes beyond of I want my child to be safe and not beaten up by other people. So I'm asking you to maybe not go outside if you're alone, at least, wearing those clothes. This is just I'm scared that my child is doing things differently than I thought they would, or what I was expecting of them. Which is normal, because kids almost never do things the way their parents were expecting or thinking. That's just not how children being their own person works, really. Well, it looks like we're standing under the mistletoe. No, we're not. I'm leaving. Arrow people are not safe around Christmas. It's kind of an American tradition. I think German arrows or something are very safe. I've never seen anyone actually hang mistletoe here. So you're kind of safe here. From mistletoe at least. People will still be weird about it, but you won't have to constantly run away from people because they were trying to make jokes of, listen, we have to kiss now, we're standing under the mistletoe, you know? My dad, a bigot. So I'm gonna go on a business trip for a couple of days, so you're gonna stay here with mom. Alright, me, bye, demi boy, with a cishet mask on. Okay, wait a second, the two people, my dad and my brother, who don't know I'm queer and don't like queers, aren't home, and my mom's an ally. Time to hang up the flag. Time to enjoy not having to, like, hide things about yourself. Because that's what I mean. You can put on the cishet mask. But A, I'm really glad you have at least one supportive parent. And secondly, you really shouldn't have to. Because I really still don't get what people's problem is. Like, it literally does not impact their life at all. And especially parents thinking what they were thinking for their children of how they were going to live their life is more important than what this actual living person wants to do with their life is still very weird to me. So lesbian, how did you find your pride? Yeah, I don't exactly have national pride, so this is all I got. Don't see. As a German, that seems entirely fair. I have way more pride in being queer than in my nationality. I mean, like, neither of things are really things you did anything for, but national pride specifically seems kind of weird to me. Maybe it is a German thing, but it just seems kind of pointless. It's just, you were born. You didn't choose where you were born. You just were born in a certain country, and that's your nationality now. You know, being queer, kind of the same thing. Like, you were just born that way, but it took a whole lot more to actually realize it. Because people would kind of be like, oh yeah, no, you're cishet, it's fine. You're a girl, yeah, no, you're gonna like boys eventually, you know? And the other way around. So, kind of figuring out your sexuality or being a different gender is a little bit more work. So honestly, if anything, that seems more of a reason to be proud of it, I guess. Me, finding a Reddit post about LGBTQIA Disney princesses headcanons. Ariel, Mulan, Raya. Oh, Elsa. Elsa's not in the community, she's Ace. Ace is in the community, that's what the A is for, it's not for ally. Gets downvoted. Really. I'm really hoping it was the cishets who downvoted, who want to be like, yeah, no, you don't even have a sexuality. It's still sexuality and a romantic orientation. I mean, the romantic and sexual orientation is no, thank you. But it's still an orientation, you know? And if it's coming from within the community, it's especially ridiculous, because while the things the cishets say against you really is wildly different, it's not a, oh, you're gay, that's disgusting, I don't want to see it, I don't want my kids to see it, I don't want it on TV. It's more of a, oh, no, but there's something wrong with you, go to a doctor. You must just have, like, hormonal imbalance or something. There's something seriously wrong with you, you should get it fixed. Or doing the creepy approach of, no, I can fix that. You know, the discrimination looks different, but that doesn't mean it's not there, and that doesn't mean the aro aces don't need communal support, you know? Those gays and libs are so sensitive. I can't imagine having a mental breakdown about something so lit. Wait, no. A pride collection. I'm sorry, are you okay? They're gonna indoctrinate your kids. Boycott Bullsy, go woke or broke. This is simultaneously so frustrating that people are this little self-aware, and simultaneously just so funny because they aren't. Right? Like, it'd be funnier if it was just like two people and not millions of people who are also influencing like laws and governments. You know, then it'd actually be funny if it was just like two random people you see losing their shit at a Target or something because Target released their new Pride merch. You know, but these people lose their shit over a pride flag existing. But again, that's not how indoctrination works. It's not a, hey, queer people exist. That's not really how indoctrination works, to like think, oh, because a gay flag is somewhere, everyone's suddenly gonna turn queer if they see it. That's not really how this works. My dad finished cutting my hair. Are we ever really gonna stop doing this? What? Shaving half your head? I miss your big beautiful hair. Me, trying to look gayer and not caring. Well, I'm sick of struggling to wash my hair. Also, maybe they will eventually stop doing it, you know, because they decide they want to try something different with their hair. But the more you bug them about it, the more they're gonna continue to do this hairstyle out of spite, really. Because that's kind of... I used to think it's a teenager thing, but it's generally just a people thing. People don't like being told what to do. I think you noticed. But as a way to signal to other women that you're queer and into other women, it will definitely work. Hey Ro, I can't wait to try out my new mood ring. It's blue. Okay, I wonder what this color means. Romantic. Hey Aero? Aero? The math is really not mathing. Because while aromantic is also spectrum of like little to no romantic attraction, is the romantic feelings ever like enough to cause the mood ring to be blue? Apparently it is, but the math is not mathing. I mean, I know queers aren't that good at math, but the math is not mathing at all. Me, coming out to my mom as a lesbian via text. Hey mom, you know how you told me to do a deep dive into my brain? Yeah? You helped me realize I want to come home to a wife, and a cat more than anything, so in a way I have to say thank you. Maybe 2 cats, one needs a friend. Be the crazy cat lady, but be the crazy cat lady with your wife. But your mom has a point. I kinda love this reaction of just, you're gay, okay, I really don't care, but don't make your cat be lonely. Get 2, what are you doing? I love this reaction. And honestly, that would probably kind of be my reaction if someone comes out. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to come home to a husband. I want to come home to a wife and a beautiful cat. Just be like, are you crazy to just have 1 cat? What are you doing? Like, you can kind of just have 1 cat if you're at home a lot, like if you're in home office most day or something, because then if you're like gone for a day, they're not going to be that lonely, but they're still going to be bored. So get 2 cats. Okay, I know that we already have cake and garlic bread, but hear me out. We should also have mac and cheese. Are we just gonna claim all the comfort foods? Because I'm honestly kind of here for it, but at the same time, can we please share with the other queer people? Because not that cisheads don't need comfort foods, because have you looked at the state of the world, but I feel like queer people especially, you know, like, let's share these comfort foods, but fine, let's add mac and cheese. I haven't had mac and cheese in forever, but let's do it. There's no such thing as asexuality. It's just depression, lowering your sex drive. Well, I am depressed, so here goes nothing. I guess we try antidepressants. Let's just give it some time. But wait, what? That wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, wait. I really don't know. Like, I took antidepressant for literally just like 2 or 3 months, and I think it was after I already knew I was trans, I think. But it's kind of funny. But this is kind of what I mean, like, people will still say really rude things to ace people. Like, yeah, sure, for some people, like, especially if they, like, had severe depression or anxiety, since, like, their early teens, yeah, it might have, like, put off some things like sexual attraction, because the body was just like, oh, I can't deal with anything. Don't have time for anything right now. Don't have time for sexual attraction. Sure, that is the case for some people. But just go around and assume that's the case for every ace people when there's literally so many ace people, you know, is kind of ridiculous. You know, so yeah, and the fact that antidepressants gave you enough space in your own head again, because it wasn't just like drowned in depression fog, is kind of funny. I'm here for it. It didn't do what the other person thought it would do. It didn't do what you thought it would do, because, well, guess what? You're still ace, now with added trans. Which I'm very here for. Actually, yeah. Anyways, that was all the BabyQueers comics for today. These, like I said, they're just really cute. I really love these comics. I didn't have one of the classic kind of timelines of someone figuring out their orientation. I should include those again next time. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the memes. And as a side note again, I do have an email for fan art or just generally queer art. Like if you have really cool art you want me to include in my videos, feel free to send it to me. I'll leave it in the description as well. And also like let me know which name or pronouns you want me to put on screen with the art, and if you have like a certain type of video you want me to include it on, also let me know. And yeah, I'll be back in a few days with my next video.